I'm live. Grateful day. Welcome to the 73rd episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with your host, Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. I empower professional entrepreneurs who feel disqualified to overcome toxic environments and self-doubt, to take decisive action, lead boldly in their identity, courage, and integrity, to persevere, all anchored in faith. Before we dive into today's episode, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast by Jenée Hudson, where you can watch all of the other episodes, as well as you can like it, you can share it, and just simply enjoy it. The link is in the bio, as well as it's in the caption, or it will be in the caption. All right, today's shirt simply says faith. So this shirt is a reassurance for myself and for many entrepreneurs that faith is a profound source of strength and resilience, which leads into today's episode called Overcoming Toxic Environments at Your Own Faith of Speed. So first, let me share some eye-opening statistics that highlights today's topic and that brings light to challenges that, we as entrepreneurs has possibly endured. I know, unfortunately, I have, just throughout our journeys overall. So first, according to the American Psychological Association of 2023, 76% of workers reported that workplace stress impacts their mental health, with 1 in 4 citing at a toxic culture as the main contributor. Wow. Also, a study from Centers of Disease Control and Prevention states over 60% of adults have experienced at least one adverse childhood experience, including abuse, neglect, household dysfunction, which directly impacts self-worth and resilience in adulthood. Wow. Also, from Forbes Women from the year 2024 showed that 68% of female entrepreneurs have stayed in toxic partnerships, teams, or networks, to include businesses, out of fear of starting over or simply just losing status. That is not a good number, right? So these statistics bring in today's episode. We're diving deep into how to rise above toxic environments at your own faith-led speed, all right? Therefore, there's no pressure, you guys, to try and rush on like healing as an entrepreneur or within your, toxic workspaces at work between your 9 and 5. And there's no need to actually just like put on fake success mask, you guys. Not at all. Oops. Trying to wave it, folks. All right. So today we're dealing with the truth. We're dealing with also transformation and the tools to keep moving forward one step at a time. All right. So let me just be real, because that's just in my norm, right, to do so. I've unfortunately lived it, you guys. From being told I would never learn math in a high school, that was not good, of course, and being forced into like a class for students with learning disabilities, to surviving domestic violence within my first marriage, while also just trying to smile through like professional success, to later even enduring the humiliation of my own job being secretly posted, you guys, despite being I was on the executive level, and this still happened to me. So again, being in human resources at the time, who do I go to, right? When I am running the $1 million company. Well, unfortunately that happened, but here I am today, all right? Therefore, you guys, I personally know how it feels to like suffer in silence, unfortunately, while performing strength in public. But today, you guys, I am sharing all of these things because, I need you to know that my story didn't end in those places, and neither does yours have to, all right? So whether it's a toxic environment by way of home, the workplace, a relationship, or even the stories that we tell ourselves, you too can rise up, you guys, and reclaim that peace, that power, and your purpose that you totally deserve, all right? So today I'm going to give you, as usual, some giftful takeaways on how to just get through some of these things. So there are going to be 5 giftful takeaways, and they're each aligned with my Uplift Blueprint course that I have, which is my signature framework, you guys. I'm so excited about it because it's brand new for helping professionals just like yourself to just rebuild with intention and integrity, okay? I'm all about integrity. Those of you who know me already know this. So let's get started. All right, so here are 5 giftful gems that you can start reflecting on right now, because I'm all about action, right? And this is going to help you to overcome your own toxic environments that you might have. So gift number 1 is titled, "You must define the definition and the destination before you actually confront the detour." Okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, toxic environments are often just, they help to distort our vision, right? So you start questioning your goals. Unfortunately, I did. Second guessing just your instincts and aligning with someone else's idea of success. And we don't want to keep doing that to ourselves, right? So that's why it's very critical to first get crystal clear, you guys, on where you're actually going, all right? And what you're called to do. That's first and foremost. Before you let dysfunction define your actual direction, this is very, very important to be clear with yourself, okay? So here are some action steps. I like to give action steps on to help you get through these type of things. For this first one, always trying to wave at somebody. So just to help you define this direction of things, all right? So first you want to start with using Miro. It's MIRO, okay? Which is a digital whiteboard to create a living clarity map for yourself, all right? You guys, this map should include not just your goals on it, but it should also include your non-negotiables for yourself or for your business or just for your journey or whatever you're going through, okay? As well as your values, boundaries, which are very huge, and environments. All right? So you need to thrive emotionally when you're doing this, okay? As well as spiritually and professionally. So we don't want it to be only financially, even though, yes, we do like money, but we don't want it to be just about that because you guys, we want longevity abundance, right? All right. So what else can you do? You can sync this actual micro board, you guys, with the Google Calendar Vision, okay? It's a vision tracker that you can utilize. And what you want to do is you're going to be blocking out 30 minutes weekly to revisit for yourself and realign with your actual North Star. All right. This is going to be very helpful to do this. To also help and deepen your like self-inquiry, you're going to take the 16 personalities assessment, you guys. I just took that like 2 weeks ago, and man, did it help with my 3 businesses. Big time. So this actually can be found at 16personalities.com if you want to go there for it. But this is going to help you to simply better understand how you naturally respond to environments as a whole, and which ones fuel you or which ones drain you. That's going to be very helpful. All right. All right. So lastly for this one, you're going to pair it with Canva's vision board templates, you guys. This is a very, very helpful platform as well, which gives you that actual visual and printable reminders of where you're headed. All right. You guys, I need all these things, which is why I'm sharing them with you, because especially running 3 businesses. So I understand even running one business, what it's like not to have certain templates in place to help you. All right. Okay. So, with that one, by the way, you're going to want to print it, post it, and keep it visual. Okay. Always. That is the key with that. All right. Gift number 2. That is titled, You Cannot Master Your Mindset in a Space That Starves Your Spirit. Man, this is a big one, you guys. You cannot starve your spirit. Not at all, right? So what do I mean by that? Just know this, that the wrong environment can, it can plant seeds of fear big time, because I've been in a few wrong environments, and we don't want that. It plants fear, self-doubt, and just simply sabotage of whatever you're trying to do. So even after you've actually left that situation, you guys, physically leaving the situation, the trauma often just lingers mentally. Take it from me. Unfortunately, I know this because I've been there. But, look, I unfortunately, I endured so many different toxic environments, and at first hand, you guys, because after leaving my domestic violent toxic environment that I mentioned earlier, I lost myself, you guys, big time. Oh my goodness. And I had to I became so insecure about who I am. And here I am, the uplifter today, and people see me as, they tell me that I'm, I uplift them and things like that. And they're inspired by me. But man, you couldn't have told back in the day, let me tell you, because unfortunately that toxic environment had me real down and out of my norm. So it's very, very important to stay away from certain environments like that. All right. Also, you must commit to first, you guys, prayer. Now, I ain't telling you what to do, but prayer works. Let me tell you, first and foremost, I know, man, I've been through so much, and I'm sure you all have also. Prayer works. Know that. And then also just reprogramming your mind and your overall mindset. Very, very key to this, with intentional accountability, you guys, and emotional honesty. That's important. All right. So with this, here are some actionable steps as well to assist you with this actual process. So first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up triggers and triumphs. Okay. Do this for yourself. I'm telling you, it works. You guys, I'm trying to wave at people. That's why I'm stopping. So triggers and triumphs. Journaling, you can go with the journaling using Notion. That's a journal, where you'll pretty much document what triggered you and how you responded in that moment. You guys, this is going to be so helpful along your journey and throughout your business. Trust me. Again, many of these things I'm already doing or I have done. So what's going to do is, over time, the tracking pattern will actually become data, you guys. and it's going to help you to guide your actual growth within your journey. All right. Then what you're going to do with that is you're going to download, and I know some of you have heard of this, but the Mind Valley app. All right. And you're going to enroll in a free masterclass, you guys, or just even a mini course on like mental resilience. This too is going to help you just, again, get through life, your businesses, your 9 to 5. Very helpful, this Mind Valley app. All right. Also with this one is you're going to add in the Calm apps daily, you guys. I have so many apps. As a matter of fact, I got on here just a little bit late, but champions adjust, because I have so many apps that are so helpful. I got to find a new way to have those apps. But the Calm app is very, very helpful for your, and it's like the Daily J feature. If you guys go to that with Jay Shetty, which offers you a short mindset resetting reflection, you guys, from like a spiritual yet practical lens. How amazing is that? Phenomenal app. Check it out. All right. And then lastly, you're going to join a weekly mindset. These are all just ideas, by the way. You don't have to do all of these things, but help yourself with one of them at least. All right. There are platforms called Clubhouse or the actual Telegram voice channels to actually process and affirm, you guys, in real time, like with like-minded people. So amazing. I've met actually some very interesting people on Clubhouse many months ago. There were like stars on there. Very good people on there as well. All right. So check it out. All right. Gift number 3. Your voice is a weapon, not a wound. All right. Know that. Your voice is always going to lift you up, actually. So gift number 3, let me just say this. When you've survived toxic like relationships or environments, your instinct might be to just simply go silent, right? To even shrink just to yourself, or even go hide and just like stay out of the norm or out of the universe, right? But just know that reclaiming your voice, you guys, it's not just a healing. Man, I cannot stress that enough with all the toxic environments I've been in, unfortunately. But instead, it's holy, you guys. It really does help you to like just grow abundantly with your mindset and just with your overall person. All right. So don't feel like you're like in a position where you're just going to fail. No, it's actually going to help you. All right. So know this, we're not meant to just like dim things down, by no means, in order to like fit within dysfunction. We don't want to do that to ourselves. Not at all. Instead, you guys, we are called to disrupt it all. All right. Keep that in mind. And of course, here are some actionable steps to simply assist you if you just need to know where to even start. Okay. So number 1 with this is you're going to start reclaiming your actual voice. Okay. There's a program and an app called Vocal Image. And it's an app that simply gives you the guided vocal training to actually like speak with clarity and power. All right. So just make sure though to record daily affirmations or like declarations like my voice matters, or I speak with purpose, or I am the assignment. All right. So number 2 for this is you're going to want for practice, go with community feedback. All right. And you can attend like virtual speaking clubs, you guys, that is taking place. I just started doing that. Phenomenal. They're going to help you to just sharpen your actual presence and your storytelling overall. All right. And it's going to help you to do it without judgment. That's the key of why you're going to join these type of things, because you guys, again, remember, I was one, if you know me anyways, I had a fear at one time of speaking. Go figure. This is my 73rd podcast, and I had a fear of speaking. Who knew? No more though, right? Because I literally helped myself with all these personal development, just ways and resources. And look at me now. All right. 3 companies just thriving. Okay. You too can do this. All right. So also for number 3 of this, you're going to go with like low pressure practices by using like Instagram reels, or TikTok drafts. Okay. And which is going to help you. You don't have to post it. It's going to help you to just do it as if you're posting it, but then just save it for yourself. And then maybe you'll get the courage someday to go back, watch it, and see that, oh my gosh, that was great. I'm going to go ahead and post it now. No one knows when you actually did that draft for yourself. It's just saved in archive or drafts, and then you can get back to it. And what do you know? You got something right there to go ahead and post for yourself. And I'm sure it's going to be phenomenal. All right. All right. Gift number 4 is don't just move forward, move with intention. That's the key for number 4. Okay. You guys, take it from me. Leaving a toxic environment is a step-by-step process. Big time. And honestly, for me, when I left the corporate world around almost 5 years ago, you guys, running $1 million company at the Good Old Boys Club, unfortunately, man, I actually didn't have anything in place at the time. True enough, thank God, God is so good that I got a severance and things like that when the position went away. But man, there was nothing in place. You could have never told me that Jenée Hudson, who's now the Uplifter, was going to be an entrepreneur. And not only an entrepreneur with just like one business, not 2 businesses, but 3 businesses. You could have never told me that. No way. Not happening, right? I was behind the scenes. That's who I was. But here I am. So I'm sure you guys have been in some type of environment like that as well. And if you can relate, put relate in the chat. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you to not repeat these patterns. Okay. This is what being in these toxic environments do. You don't want to keep repeating these patterns. I did it for far too long. No more. Okay. And no more for you all either. So what we're going to do is help you to create that more momentum and what you're doing along your journey, in your businesses, on your 9 to 5. Okay. Such as having purpose-backed action plans, you guys, that helps just support and just helps with that long-term healing and impact that we all need. All right. So here are some actionable steps to assist you with that. What you want to do is first create a purpose project board. All right. And you're going to put this by way of like, even with your goals and things, but you're going to do this on Trello. Okay. That app called Trello, get to it. So this is going to help you to organize your actual life areas, you guys. You can do it by ways of health, faith, business, or even relationships. You know what? Mine have all of these things, so that's why I'm mentioning it big time, because in my health, I'm trying to lose another 15 pounds. In my faith, you know, I just have that, and I'm always willing to share with you if you feel like you're lacking it, by all means. And then in business, because I have 3 businesses plus this podcast, right? And then relationships, that can be anywhere from if you're married or if you're just in a relationship or even a business relationship, you guys, or even in a circle of friends, okay, or partnerships. All of this will help with that using Trello, okay? It's going to help you to pretty much have like intentional action. And what you're going to do is put that into columns on Trello. And again, you guys, so very helpful. Then you're going to follow this up by using color-coded cards, you guys, okay? This is going to help to like break down these actual goals and these areas that you like define for yourself into weekly moves, okay? So we don't have this long-term plan of action of like, okay, in a month I'm going to be doing this. No, put them into weekly moves, okay? Because you know life happens every day and other life just keeps happening that we didn't plan, right? So you're going to include your voice memos to this as well, or links for like that added guidance, okay? Again, this is so helpful. You just got to do it and download the app, okay? Also, you can use the Motion app, and which uses actual AI, and you guys, it's so very helpful as well because it helps to prioritize your to-do list, you guys. Man, I actually wrote down, I was going to show, okay, don't judge me, and even if you do, oh well. But you guys, look at this list, okay? I should have been a doctor, first of all. This is what I started with. Literally a list of things, okay? No, use this Motion app to help prioritize your actual list, you guys. Is so very helpful. And it's going to be based on like your calendar as well. How phenomenal is that, right? And it's going to help with task urgency, okay? Because I've got so many things on that list, I didn't know which one to go with first. So that way I have like actual dates and everything next to it. And it tells me, well, this is due first. So you need to really work on this because this is due like, I actually have something due Sunday. So that's one of my first things to get done, okay? So very, very helpful. This is going to help you just be more efficient as well. And it's not going to keep you just staying busy, okay? It's going to actually help you to grow abundantly within your list, you guys. You're going to see how phenomenal it is once you get past and complete a lot of these things, okay? All right, and then for spiritual direction, for those of you who want more of that, consider the daily Kairos, all right? Actually, it's spelled Kairos, okay? Which is a journal system that helps you simply connect business action, you guys, with biblical intention. Priceless. That's all I got to say. All right. And for creative like breakthroughs, I know, you know, some people have reached out to me saying, but they're very artistic and things like that with their products. So I wanted to have a little something on here for them. So for you all, you're going to try a sound bath healing. Well, we all could use that, right? That experience, you want to do that in person. As well as an app called Insight Timer, which opens you up to divine downloads, you guys, and to clarity, okay? And last but not least is gift number 5. And that is healing shouldn't hurt your wallet or your worth, all right? Unfortunately, you know, you hear people saying, man, everybody should like have a therapist and things like that. Well, again, it should not hurt your wallet. I mean, you're trying to go through like those trauma and toxic environments and stuff like that. So you don't need extra trauma trying to pay the stuff off, right? So look, you guys, throughout life, toxic spaces can rob you. Unfortunately, they robbed me of more than just joy, all right? And we don't want that, okay? So, because, you know, they often like compromise like your integrity and your income, right? I'm telling you, I've been there, but no more. But what you want to do is you want to have well, or should I say, you don't want to hustle. You want to keep hustling all your life. You don't want to keep chasing money and things like that while you're trying to like heal all these things that you've been through within these toxic environments. You're now an entrepreneur, or you're still in your 9 to 5. And unfortunately, some of you still have toxic environments in that. Choose you. Let me just say that first and foremost, because it is not worth it. It is not worth your health. I'm not telling you to go quit your job, but I'm just saying find something else that's better because you're worthy of it. All right? For sure. But also with this healing, you guys, just trying to help you to walk in your own identity while you're healing, because you can still do that even as an entrepreneur. All right? Okay. So you guys, also when we're dealing with revenue streams, know that they can align for you and with your values. So if you see your work becoming like very toxic and things that you're going through within your business, or again in your 9 to 5 or along your journey, these type of things are going to help them to be more healthy, you guys, and not just profitable. Okay? We need that. We're not chasing money. So let me tell you this. One thing to help is to use HoneyBook. HoneyBook, or Dubsado, I believe it's called, to automate your actual like client intake that you might have, your contracts, and communication overall. All right. So this is going to help to protect your actual peace, you guys. Who don't want that peace of mind while you're going along your journey? And as an entrepreneur, I know I do, big time, because already there's unfortunate negativity and people always maybe coming at you. So you need your peace of mind throughout life as a whole. All right. Okay. So a second one that could help you is to set up a tiered service offerings. Okay. Like freebies, digital downloads, mind level courses, and VIP coaching, you guys, to attract like aligned clients that you've just been striving to receive, right? And multiple access points, you guys. This has been so very helpful for me. I know that if you set up this tiered service offerings, they will help you as well. Okay. And then third for this is for managing income with integrity. So you're going to want to link your earnings to it's called the You Need a Budget. That's what it's called. You Need a Budget. Okay. And it's actually abbreviated with YNAB, budgeting system is what it is, which helps you assign actual purpose to every dollar. How phenomenal is that, you guys? We don't even have to really think so much anymore, right? By just utilizing these tools. So phenomenal. Check it out. And then finally, a fourth for this, if you're creating products and you like sell with like piece using, if you sell by piece, use the stand store. This is again for those people who are more creative and they use their hands for things in their products. It's called Stand Store or Gumroad, okay? It's a creator friendly like digital shop that you can utilize that keeps your process streamlined, you guys, and your mindset at ease. Who don't need that? I for one, definitely do. Listen, I know what it's like, you guys, to succeed publicly while suffering privately. It's a sad thing to say, but I just want to keep it real with you. I know what it's like to be in like a toxic environment and or relationship, but still feel like you're carrying just like all of this residue within your soul, right? We don't want that for ourselves anymore. But I am standing here today, you guys, or should I say sitting here, bold, you guys, and whole. I am so grateful to God for that, first and foremost. So let me just give him all that glory. But because I finally gave myself permission, you guys, myself, to just move at like my own peace and of my own faith. That's what got me this far. Let me tell you. All right. But you too, you know, you don't owe anyone. I know I didn't, and I still don't. I don't owe anyone no type of explanation, and nor do you. Not at all. For your own peace and for your own healing, negative. You don't owe nobody nothing. Just so you know. So if you're thinking that you do, whether, like I said, a relationship of any sort or just being in that toxic environment, you don't owe them no explanation. Don't do it. I'm just telling you, you're worthy of much more. Okay? So know that you're not too late. Instead, you're actually moving at the right speed, you guys, of your own faith. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you differently. I'm telling you. Now, that speed, by the way, it's not a pressure, not at all. And especially of not another person. There's no way. Those people are going to have expectations on you or those environments. And again, you're better than that. So do not fall for the okie doke of trusting people or environments in this state. Okay? You guys, toxic environments will try to define your actual worth. You got to know this. But don't let that take place. I know easier said than done, but I've been there, you guys. I had to learn the hard way. That's why I'm on here trying to assist you guys and just putting it out there for you. You don't have to do that. Don't let it delay your purpose, and don't let it mute your voice. Okay? Instead, come up for that comeback. Okay? It's worth it, and so are you. Now, you guys, it's about reclaiming. Is it not? Yes, it is. Reclaiming everything that was stolen from you, including your power. Okay? Now, also, you guys, this is going to simply just help you to thrive longer and survive. You guys, not only do you want to survive, but you want to thrive to the utmost, in which you totally deserve to do. All right? So look, you're rising, you're rebuilding and walking free, you guys, all at your own faithful speed of you. Remember that. All right? All right. Well, that concludes the gifts of this amazing gems that I said today in those 5 points for this episode. But since this episode is also to do it had to do with like my Uplift Blueprint course, you guys, and what it's all about, I am continuing this week to gift 2 exclusive free spots, you guys. It's one-on-one, it's 30 minutes, and you'll love it. But you have to be the first of the 2 people. There's only 2 spots, okay? The information is going to be on my Calendly, so you can go ahead and book that. You guys, do a service for yourself, I'm telling you, and it's free. You might as well do it. All right? So the link will be in the bio, as well as I will put it in the caption as usual, as to these 2 free spots before they're gone. Okay? Please continue to follow and share for more ongoing content, you guys. And as always, man, I really, really appreciate you all for listening and watching and sharing. I've seen that many of you guys have went onto my YouTube and you guys are now subscribed. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that. And some of you are even sharing and liking. So appreciate that as well. So very much. All right. So as always, you guys, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you again for tuning in to the 73rd episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. Keep the faith. And until next time, have very blessed days, you guys, and a prosperous, very prosperous journey on purpose. Later.